also have more space I can put here. But again, this is what my core. Oh, I don't need to save. I don't know why I'm doing this. So this is my core. I already have Amazonian's decks. See, I have a few changes in this one. I added him. So it's a free special summon. That's it. And then also fusion on opponent's turn. Fusion on opponent's turn. Fusion on opponent's turn. Everybody else. Um, level 5, like I've shown before. I was making a punk setup because again, level 5. Battling boxers. This is basically all Fire Warriors. Again, they are so good going first that I still have them in my deck because you can get to any of the fuels and because they're level 5, some of the better box will work with it. I was trying to make a puppet deck. It's kind of weird. They summon on your opponent's turn, and when they add cards and stuff, they summon. Oh, lastly, before I get on, where is it? Is it in Chaos Warrior? I found a card as hard counter to Tearlaments. This card has one effect, and it does it so well. If after this card is sent from your deck to the graveyard, target one card in either player graveyard, shove it into the deck. Also, neither player can cards send cards from the deck to the graveyard for the rest of the turn. Now, here's the funny thing. If Tier shuffled his back, that doesn't matter. Because it just needs to activate the effect to shove the card back. So you can shuffle your own card back, or they can shuffle you can shuffle one of their cards back. As long as it gets shuffled back, and if they're using a Shishu card and they shove it back, it still go off. So it just need to be sent to the graveyard. This one card, you don't need to run it at more than one. But if you run it at 3, you can just get Tear to send it to the graveyard and shuffle it back. It just doesn't. And then Tear Ashizu, all the Tear Ashizu cards are turned off for the rest of the turn. Also, you can shove it itself back. Because again, it said if this card is sent from the deck to target one card and you play the graveyard, shove it back into the deck. Also for the rest of the turn. For the rest of the turn, neither player, neither player can. Also, neither player can send cards from the deck to the graveyard for the rest of the turn. Right? That one card, you can shuffle it back, and then what are they gonna do? Shove it back as well? No. They're most likely gonna try to shove something else back or try to use this stuff. Then they're gonna realize, oh, all my cards are turned off. I can't do anything. Well, I'm gone. Then there's other cards like this. You have cards like Banningers that can do the same thing. And they're fairy. So you can run what you can run a still run level 5 warrior and you can just run with her. You can have all those cards in your deck, and if you summon pull two of them, you have what you need. And then you go, if you pull two of them, you can send one to the graveyard with her effect, summon the other one, or you can send, if you pull one and you have her, you send one to the graveyard, summon her, go in the cross sheet, bring her right back out, as your last thing or whatever, and boom, still got a lot because this card does not negate. It just it just had to be there, and because it you can't banish with banishers on the field. You can't do stuff. Why I can't spell that name out? You can't banish. You can use your tier cards under. So even if you send them to, I mean, it doesn't stop them, but it send it to the banish zone. It bans the cards. So I don't know. How will I change this? It's a level 3 too. What do you mean level? But yeah, I'll basically try to work this out. But yeah, with Banisher and the what's it, Earth Shattering event. I can never remember what I put it. With Banisher and Earth Shatter event, that's all you need for tier. If tier hit that card, cool. But here, that's the other thing you can do. F tier, if you end up having like all your pilots and stuff in hand, in graveyard you have your combo and stuff, or your ways to get to your combo and stuff, and you know, they send all your pilot to the graveyard, you can return the pilot and add it to your hand, or set it, and get your combos going off. And because if they, you only need one. That's it. You only need one. Now, if you want to be safe, you can run two. Like, drop this, run two. So, why won't it multiply? There. Drop this, run two, just so you can make sure you at least have one in your deck. This is the Chaos version. Light Warriors, Dark Warriors, and ways to get to the cards I need. This card is once returned, but it's basically you send it to the graveyard, use this card, quit this back, send it back to the graveyard. Now you have these two cards. Then you can do some searching. E heroes just to get Necro to the hand. That's why I'm kind of iffy on Dinosaur. I can give that hand by other means, but again, he's also low points, so he worked with this card as well. Because it had to be the attack point had to be the same allure. One light, one dark. What's the free deck of graveyards? And you can only resolve one monster in the graveyard, which most likely is gonna be this guy. Yeah, it most likely will be that card, but I would like to get this to go off. This is for the rest of the turn. Also for the rest of the turn after this card resolves. So you can summon him out. You can use this card, summon him out, get the card resolved. Then at the end of the turn, bring this back. So, but yeah, this is basically this one card is what I would use to go against Tier. You don't. It's not something you need, Besides, it's only work from the deck to the graveyard. But again, the tier whole thing is it needs to do deck to graveyard. So if you target a card and return it, guess what? Non-tier effects can't work. Yeah, this was the deck I was testing out recently. I'm waiting for that one card to be installed. Yeah, and this card again, this one card is so expensive. It's an interesting card, but it's too damn expensive. Now, like I said, the, I have level 5 Light and Dark Warrior for which one it is? This one. Because it's target one, then you can special summon one from the extra day. You can special summon him and go into a secret fail on your opponent turn, which is kind of funny. I think you can synchro into him, but yeah, if you synchro into this card, it's a bonus, but it's so expensive. Because some of this card somehow gets somehow is banished. Target one, target one card and fail banish it. Tearlaments send this to the graveyard. Activate effect, target, return it to the deck. No, they can't do that. Or you can target polymerization, return it there. But again, you don't need all of those other cards. I would just mess around trying to find cards. I can keep stuff from going from deck to graveyard because I always type. I didn't type full graveyard. I type GY. So I just type and saw none will come up. Then it's like none will come out. Do I have to clear out? I might have to clear out. Do I have some selected? Yeah, it should have worked. Deck two. Why is this not coming out? The graveyard. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's another card, but this ain't deck. It's a GY. This is more new card. No. But sometimes you have to type out the full word. I don't know that it's gonna switch. I can probably tell reporter. Oh, so I was typing around, messing around, and I'm like, oh, let's look it up. Oh, they got this car. I'm like, okay, what does this do? Kind of state. Oh, level 3 light. Maybe 3 level 3 lights. Can I do that? Not really. One, two, three. Yeah, I could do that, but is it consistent? Can I do it constantly? Not really. So, maybe. Also, look at other ways. I think this. I think this card banishes itself and stuff. And if you banish it, you can summon another one out, or another elemental hero. that is banished in your hand or graveyard. If I have um, Element Hero Necrons, it's just a free summon. So I was thinking about doing that. But I then also thought about him. I like, oh, he's on an artwork, really? But how do I get him out? I gotta play Ocean Man. So I'm like, maybe. I don't know. So what else? I'm gonna drop this card because it's super expensive. Look at that. So this is another car I was thinking about. I'm like, what else can I use? So what? Thanks for Greenville. Like, no, that helped them. Then I saw this. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is just automatic shutdown. As long as if they send it to from deck to graveyard for the rest of the time, they can't do anything. And then you can psych it back, put it right back. So, yeah, I was testing stuff out. So, this one card is hard counter because as soon as they send it to the graveyard, you just activate and then go. You can put it right back in the deck. And if you have both and they send both, you can target one. And wait, it's not once per turn too. So it's not once per turn. So you can target one. They can target that one. You can target the other one. If you have three, you can target all three. This is the one I'm kind of iffy on because a hand or extra deck. This one is deck or extra deck. But you need a specific dark. That's why I got some in the dark. This one you can do a light or dark. So I'm leaning more towards like this. But again, it's kind of I have Vion stuff to summon a light. I can do this. I can use Vion to summon Kai Unit Start. If I do that combo, Poly get this out. Plus, if I have another level 5 in my hand, that's a free Poly, a free fusion really to him. Then I can get another one out by using one or two level 5 in hands and do my combos that way. But I don't think that yeah, you have to be light or dark. So that's why I'm like that's why I'm like do I keep them in the deck? And that's also why I ran this one because it returned them if they get banished. Yeah, this one card hard counter tears. All these other cards we change for other stuff, but I this earth shattering event. You use this card, you target a card, you return it to the deck. You use another one, you target it, you return it to the deck. Whatever they do, you just return it to the deck, and now none of their cards can send from deck to graveyard. So if I end up, because I don't, none of my cards are sent from deck to graveyard except call. Which, if I know I'm going up against Sarah, I use call immediately. Use call me and send. I should have this at two. Send this, use this, get my other plays going. this summon from hand or extra deck. That's why I'm iffy on this one. You have to get rid of one. And that's why these are at 2. So I can go to level 5 if I can get 3 life, which is possible. Not really, but it is possible I can get this out and get 3 life if need be. Or I can, if they send this, all they play is a shut off. I just have to, if they mill this card, that's even better for me. But yeah, I'm working on this to make it more consistent. But again, you, if you play Amazonian, you only need certain cards at 3. That's its Call, War Chief, Princess, and Call, War Chief, Princess, and Polly. You can run other cards at 3, but they are not necessary. All the other cards is at 1 because you can get them back, you can recycle them, you can return them to your hand. You have multiple different ways to return them to your hand and destroy them and get them back if you need to. You don't need more than 1. Queen is like the brick of the deck, but if you get a poly to your hand, you can still use her. You can, but what you do, you have combo. You have a combo. That's your end goal. Whatever you do, you want to get to that combo, and you want to bail out any negates in hand. They negate the monsters on the field, and the monster's still on the field. That's what you want. Even if the monster's not on the field, you can get them back. So, and that's why I keep telling people you Amazonian have potential. They have great potential. Like with Battle Guard, with Feast of the Wild and the other level 5s, you can do a lot of good stuff. But anyway, that's it. Later.